5. What's up, Darcina, Denise, and CDP? What is going on, Robin? What's going on, Lock and Lovely? I hope you all are having a great day. I hope you had a reflective Memorial Day. Memorial Day is not a happy Memorial Day because people lost their life. So, you know, I don't think that's a happy thing. I think it's a reflective thing. I think we think about why they had to do what they do, and we thank them for their service and, for giving their life for the country. So that is pretty much Memorial Day. So it's really not a happy Memorial Day. I wish somebody would have told the president that, but again, yeah. But warning, Rainy Bow. You know what, Rainy Bow? I gotta check my email. I am so sorry. Let me tell you something, Rainy Bow. I went to bed soon after the live, so I will go ahead and make sure to do that, Rainy Bow. So I'm sorry that you are blocked off the main channel, but I will make sure today. Make sure you get off the block and get back on. And then this is what I want to say. Ushers, don't block anybody. And if you block somebody by mistake, let Vivian or myself know. Because, again, we don't want to be blocking our members. So just want to keep that in mind. So, y'all, today I just shake my head. I am noticing a pattern. I think people play with people and they think they're being cute and they're really not cute. So let me address the nest situation. That's the first thing I want to address today. I'm waiting for a crowd. I'm not waiting for people to come. I'm just going to address it straight on. So Ness came over to the chat. She was being a little rude. Um, saying that y'all need me, and it was almost like I'm insulted because you said that, I'm here for a coin, and I meant it. You are, and we all do it. But what bothered me was she was dropped off of Lemon's channel, and she was dropped off of Lemon's channel for $20. Now, to me, that is a transactional relationship. Also, I said, that's all $20. I mean, you ain't worth more than $20. And those were my exact words. He dropped you for $20, so that's how much he thinks about you. He thinks that you ain't even worth $20. And he dropped you over a coin. And so it was like, that was the whole gist of it. And so Ness got upset. And this really was interesting because she was going over to Lemon's channel anyhow because she got a little spicy with me. And then she went over to Lemon's channel. She went to Lemon's channel and got dropped. Now, again, if I'm going to drop Ness, which it wouldn't have been an issue, but it wouldn't have been for $20. $20 ain't beneficial for me. And if I were, which I don't, but if I were going to drop her, it would have been for 100, no less than 75. I mean, y'all dropping people for Goodwill and Salvation Army stole prices. I'm like, really? So Lemon dropped her, and so she came back and she talked to me about, him dropping, and I'm like, well, aren't you worth more than that? We had that conversation. But she left, and then Mr. West, I guess, came on, and Vivian, we were on, and we were talking about Mr. West's viewpoint and how he thought about things. And that's a whole nother conversation we're going to have in a few minutes. So we haven't even talked about Ness now. Ness is a different thing. in the past. We finished that. We moved on. Well, here comes Ness, sounding very inebriated, like she had way too much to drink, and she proceeds to tell me. Well, first of all, before she gets on the channel, people were saying, Jay Wilson, Lemon is dragging you. Lemon, and I'm like, I don't care about what Lemon is doing. I don't know why Lemon was dragging, and they told me, you know, it was what you said about Ness or something, but they were saying Lemon was dragging me. They didn't even say it was about Ness. They said just Lemon was dragging me. So after three people told me that, and I told them I didn't care, she comes on, drunk, inebriated, slurring her speech, to tell me that she called Lemon. She called, not she clicked on this link, but she called Lemon to tell Lemon what I said concerning her and the $20. I guess Lemon got upset about it, which he has a right to. But I don't blame Lemon. I blame Ness. Because Ness was the crap starter. I don't want to curse today. But she started the mess. That was Ness. Nobody else but Ness. So she called Lemon. I guess she got Lemon riled up. And then when I confronted her about it, she thought it was funny. Oh, I didn't think it was funny. Because you were the one who was dropped for $20. But now I understand. Now let me say something, Ness. I don't agree with everything Jay Dunn does. I think Jay Dunn is problematic. She tried to click on my link about 3-4 times. She's problematic. But what you displayed yesterday is a good indication of why you got problems with Jay Dunn today and why Jay Dunn is striking your channel. Because you do crappy stuff, and then when people hold you accountable or put your feet to the fire, you want to cry about it. This is why you got a problem with this heat right now. Because you probably did the same thing. You try to toy and play with people and work on both ends of the candle. You're burning both ends of the candle, and the candle is quickly coming to the middle. And so when I saw that behavior, I'm like, oh, this is unacceptable. So I've already told people not to do that. Here you come and do it. You start this junk with Lemon. You call him. And so what I'm seeing from your behavior is that you like strife and confusion, and that you live for strife and you live for confusion. And a lot of stuff that is upon you right now, it's stuff that you start. It's stuff that you initiate, and it didn't go as planned. So I blocked her. I not only blocked her, but I banned her. So she ain't coming up on my link. She can get her own backup page, which I heard she has, or she can wait till she can get her page. But she's not going to use my page or be disrespectful and think she can have carte blanche with me and think it's okay. So that's what happened on yesterday. Yeah, and let me tell you something. I'm going to drag Lemon. What I said about Lemon, I meant it. I didn't talk of the Lemon's clothes. I didn't talk about Lemon's looks. I didn't talk about nothing. All I said is he must think a great deal of you to drop you for $20. Now, if Lemon is upset about that, well, Lemon, stop dropping people for $20. I don't know why you getting upset, because that's what Ness said you did. But the real serious issue is how you get out of your body and how you get out of sorts, because she tells you something, but yet you dropped her for $20. And truth of the matter is, I guess she thought about it and got upset about it because I'm like, you ain't worth more than $20? Really? $20? So I thought that was very interesting, but no, like I said, I don't want her on my platform anymore because she thinks she's turning it, but she's gonna turn it on her own. And I'm not giving people a place to be stupid and do stupid things and really be disrespectful, which she was on my channel. You were disrespectful because you was drunk, number one. Drunk as a skunk. We heard you slurring. You know when you drink. Then you went and tried to start some stuff with Lemon, thinking I was going to fight with him like somebody is stupid. And you're the one who doesn't have a chance. And also, I believe that you're mad because I said hello to Queen 88, and I guess I wasn't meeting the Queen 88, and I guess you pissed off about that as well. So on that, that's a shake my head moment. That's a that's what are you doing moment. Are you? And then I started asking y'all, is Ness on that stuff again? Is she doing that stuff again? Because she was real off. So I was wondering. Now, moving right along, let's go over to this Mr. West character. Mr. West, you know, you're an interesting character, but I think you're a shock jock. And I think that you do stuff to shock people. And I do think that you have a double standard. You the king, but women don't have any rights. And you're going to be, and this is why I don't think that Mr. West is serious. He knows he can't have those 3 wives legally. But he also knows that without a legal marriage, he can do what the heck he wanted to. And so I thought his reasoning and logic was off. And when he said he was poly, that was enough for me. I didn't need to go any further. I knew it was a wrap right there. That just told me everything that I needed to know. No, I have not seen that man's camera slip. And can I say, I really don't want to go see it because really we don't have an issue. And yeah, and it's not a how you look situation now. It's more of a how you think. But since you're mentioning this camera slip, what was so intriguing or interesting about the camera slip? I want to know, why is the camera slip so important? And I'm not being shady. I just want to know. Because it may answer another question now that I'm thinking about it. So, Cassie, why is the camera slip so significant? Could you just tell me in your own words what you gathered, what information that you collected during that camera slip? What did you see? Now, don't tell me what you saw. Now, Locked and Lovely said, I appreciate the fact that you let people dig their own holes instead of listening to others. Thank you. Hey, Vivian. Hey, Ushers. But I do want to. Vivian said you want to see the camera slip. Vivian, if you get the camera slip, could you please text me? Don't email me. Could you please text me this camera slip because I don't need to go through all of the rigmarole and the rigorosity of trying to look at it while I'm on the road. I just need to go into the text. But I do want to know by Cassie, what did she gather and what was her take on this camera slip or anybody else? Now, I don't want y'all to get ugly and critical. I just want to tell me straightforward what you saw. You don't want to see it, Vivian. Oh, now we do want to see it. But Cali girl, why don't we want to see it? What did you see in that camera slip that would make you say that? Did somebody just send it to me? Did somebody just send it to me, Jesus? Mm-mm. Y'all playing with my time. Y'all playing with my time. How y'all gonna say? Somebody said, I think it's just a tip of his head, just the top. Hold on for a minute. Let me see what's going on. What's up, Stephen? Pastor Stephen. I have nothing nice to say. Let me see if somebody said this. Nobody ain't sent it yet. Nobody ain't sent it yet. Oh my God. Well, Vivian, if you get it, just text it to me. Okay, just text it. And Rainy Bow, I did get the email. So when I get to a place where I'm not moving, I will go ahead and do what I need to do for you. I just went to sleep, Rainy Bow. That was it. I went to sleep. I didn't forget you. I went to sleep. So we'll make sure we do that today. I need somebody to tell me, Vivian, did you get it yet? Did you get it yet? I don't know if Vivian got it yet, but if you got this camera slip, I want to see it now, not because I want to berate him, but I want to see it for different reasons. I want to see it for different reasons. So anyway, you all, it was an interesting conversation. And what Mr. West likes is a confrontational woman. He likes a confrontational woman. And Vivian has a mind of her own, and I think that Vivian will be confrontational, and he likes that kind of stuff. He thrives off of that kind of stuff. He thrives off of people's emotions and people getting upset or being very, taken aback by the way he thinks or what comes out of his mouth. And I think that's a big, big thing. Did somebody get the picture to me? Oh, let me see if somebody sent the picture to me yet. Jesus. Okay, I didn't get it yet. That's okay though. We're gonna move right along. I didn't get it yet, but I won't upset my older, and I know he's a lot. Vivian, did you get it? Did you check Vivian? Vivian, you make sure you Vivian, you make sure you send it along now. Cause I wanna see something. I wanna see something. It's something in my spirit that I want to see. Mm-hmm. What's up, Room Shaker? It's something in my spirit. You just got it, Vivian. Send it to me. I want to see something in my spirit because there's something that I need to see. Because I can read an avatar and I can read the top of your head. So can. So go ahead and send it now. I'm telling you, because I need to see something right now. Oh my God. Vivian gonna text it to me. Text it to me, Vivian. Text it to me. I can only imagine. All right. I left out of the room. Did not check. My God. So now, was I wrong with the Nest situation? Did you all think I handled the next situation appropriately? Now, I didn't cuss her out. I didn't get loud. I let her. And the thing is, you all, we were talking about something totally different. But Nez had to let us know this totally out of the blue. I'm like, why are you coming up here? And that's all you had to say. And then the thing is, she was like, well, I just drunk. Well, she don't have, the grace runs out, baby. The grace does run out. Y'all know grace does run out. And the grace ran out. And then Octavius came over because Octavius thought somebody was talking about Octavius. Nobody, Octavius, nobody don't have nothing to say about Octavius. Octavius, you fine. Now, no, I'm not giving this another chance. She's done had chances. She's had chances. She had no, I'm not. She had chances. So no, I think I did the right thing. She has chances. Uh. Vivian, did you send it yet? And then y'all, um, Castro Cannon and Tommy came on. Yeah, she does need to stop drinking because it really blocks her logic process. So then Castro Cannon came on to the link. Now, y'all, I was getting ready to go. I was really not trying to stay. I was trying to get ready to go. But they said, Castro said he want the link. So I put the link down. So Castro's avatar clicked on it. But of course, it was Tommy talking. And Tommy proceeds to tell us that, what's the man name? Castro wanted him to come on so badly, but he said Castro had an app on his phone that was questionable, that was very dubious. Ooh, Vivian done said, hold on for a minute, y'all. Okay, okay. I don't see any. That's all. It's interesting. And what was really interesting about last night was him inviting people to come to his homecoming to pull up. And I'm like, how are you an educated, intelligent man doing that? And then he want to blame it on Hidden Valley Ranch. But he said he lived at Hidden Valley Ranch in North Carolina. Hidden Valley, Hidden Valley Ranch. I'm like, okay, so what they got to do with you? Well, this is how we was raised. Well, you need to unlearn that. And my thing is, you haven't learned those lessons. I mean, you don't see what happens to people who do that. So again, I don't think he's a logical, all the way through thinker. Now I saw his forehead, and it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. And it just goes this sister wife thing, and it's just like, man, be who you are. I mean, you act like you what's that man name? Billy D. Williams in the '70s. Okay, most liquor bull Billy D. Williams. Like you can pull it like that. And I'm just like, oh, okay, well, okay, your forehead is saying be grateful for what you have. That's what your forehead is saying. But hey, who am I? What's up, Viv?
Okay, Jay. So we know that that young man is young. He's young. That was the whole issue. He's young, yeah. He has a lot more living to do. He doesn't
Yeah.
understand that, you know, listen. And he says he's educated. He's educated at a HBCU,
Uh-huh.
and and he claims he's in law enforcement, but he's inviting people to pull up on him. We don't do that.
Uh-huh.
We don't do
No.
that. And you can tell he's
No,
just a
not people
young
who got
guy.
sick.
And he's
Yeah.
confused. And you're right about this jock thing. He is just doing it for clout. Everyone was in the chat talking about, oh, you need to stop dropping in this chat and that chat and the other chat. And it is clout. It's a clout based thing. And the thing is, Jay, he doesn't understand. His thing was, oh, these women over here, they're just fat and they don't have anybody and they have no options in their life. Well, he doesn't know us, so he really don't know what we have in our lives or what we don't have in our lives. So that's where I'm at in reference to all of this.
Yeah, well,
Um,
I think again, I think it's lack of awareness. I think it is a shock jock type thing. I think it's limited experiences, and when you try to put everybody in the same category, like gay people are not breaking up marriages. Divorce is breaking up marriages. Okay, I just think that those
you could tell just
usually
from
trying
his
to say no.
conversation that he has no idea in reference to relationships. How to carry on with a woman, how to have, and I'm saying this, if he want to drag me, do what he does, because I'll never hear him anyway. They'll come back and tell me, and I'll say,
Well, it's
okay,
to say it's the
yeah.
type of woman he wants as well. And let's say if you want somebody to take care of you and you want somebody to give you allowance and tell you when you can go and what you should wear, for you. But if you're a woman who says, I went to school or I have been at a career and I want to do this and I want a mate where we can build something together. I want somebody who respects me and I respect them, then that may not be your person. And it's just, if you want that, if you're attracted to that kind of thing, knock yourself out. This is America. But if you're not, then that's not the person to be with. So,
And Jay, and the thing is, he never vibe with a person like me. First off, I would consider myself a traditional woman in the sense of I understand about biblical practices of, about compromising, submitting, and being in relationships and things of that nature. But
hmm
hey, good morning, sugar. How are you, darling? I'm fine. I love you. Go on and get you something to eat. But with him, he young yet. He real young, Jay. He has a lot more living to do, and he got to learn that he can't just he never vibe with a person like me because he'd be too mad. A blue. He'd be too
mm.
upset with me trying to live my life and trying to this. He'd be too upset with me trying to live my life and me trying to work and when I come home and if I tell him, baby, you ain't fixed dinner tonight either, well, we might not be eating because we both
Mm.
can't go to work and somebody don't come home and cook. Come on, man. It's a give and take,
Mm.
and he'll learn that. That, that life is a give and take. Talk to that.
So, I mean, Vivian got customers, but I think she's right. And also, let me jump to the Castro Tommy, and I think that's the play. Again, Castro and Tommy is in the house together. Wants the link. Castro gets the link. It's not Castro. It's actually Tommy. Tommy is upset because Castro is on an app he feels that it's disrespectful to him. Then Tommy and Castro immediately goes into fighting, and Tommy is telling off Castro. I'm like, well, I'm not even mad at it because you still with her, and y'all doing the same stuff. And to me, it's giving. let's give these people a show. To them is giving, let's show out for these people. And that's what it's truly giving over there. It's really truly giving that. And so at the end of the day, I'm like,
Cassie,
if you don't want to
Cassie,
be
yes,
with Cass,
they do live in the same area because Castro and Tommy were at the same house last night.
yeah, they were at Tommy's house. And my thing is, if this man is so bad and you gonna get him, then why are you always getting him? And you are getting, I'm gonna get you Castro. Yes, you go right by his house and pick him up and bring him to your house. And that's how we know you getting him. And if that's
Well,
what y'all
hold
want,
on, Jay.
do
I
what you
got a
gotta
question.
do.
I got a question about maybe you can help me with this. Okay, when I said that in South Carolina, because you were talking about the legal marriages and things of that nature, and you were saying that,
Hmm.
there's a difference between being, you don't need a church to be married, but you have to have the legal to be
The
married. And I
state.
said, yeah, the state to be married. And he said, no, you don't. And I said, you do. And I said, in South Carolina, a notary can marry you. I didn't understand what he was talking about. That ain't happening in Columbia and Charleston and things of that nature. I didn't get that. Did you get that part?
First of all, if it's happening in your small town, you know it's happening in Columbia and Charleston. Because if anybody who would reject it would be, I guess, where you are because it's a little smaller and maybe a little bit more conservative. But again, Vivian, I think it was all for reaction. I'm gonna throw out something and then I want to get a reaction. And I think that's what it was about as well. So somebody said Tommy and Castro into it again was love. No, I think it was a play. I think Tommy is playing and I think that they're enjoying it. I think Castro and Tommy look, you get to a point where you're doing the same thing over and over again. You always get in a fight when you click on camera. So I think this is them just acting out. I mean, it could have been the whole thing was, but it is what it is. And my thing is, if Castro is so bad, then stop picking them up. But one thing I don't want to hear is how bad he is and all of this, and he ain't this and this and this. But you continue to pick him up. He continues to be over your house. And my thing is, I don't care if he's at your house, and I don't care if he's picking you up. The big thing is, you know, don't complain about it because you're in it and you make the choice to be in it. So if you make the choice to be in it, then just be in it. And whether you stay with him or not, it does not affect me either way. But what I'm saying is don't come over here saying how bad he is and so on and so forth, but yet you still placate and go over to him and then don't waste the people's time. Don't waste the people's time trying to say, hey Tommy, you deserve better or I believe you can get somebody better and people are building you up, trying to help you understand that if that's not what you want or if that's not for you, then move on to something else. But then you go right on back. So people like, I'm not gonna waste my breath, I'm not gonna waste my time and my energy over some foolishness when this is y'all wanna be in the situation. St. James said it's a horrible, boring production. It's becoming that way because we
Let me
see it
tell you,
over and
it
over
was
again.
like they say in the audience, it is so exhausting. And wait a minute, Jay, I gotta go back to this Mr. West guy. Okay, so he had you block a young lady in the chat. All she did was say once that Lemon was over there talking about you. You said okay, and she said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring his name up. He told you, oh, she keeps saying his name, and you blocked her last night. And that fool had
I timed her
Lemon Jack.
out.
Oh, you timed her out. Okay.
I timed her out. I didn't. I blocked Net,
Oh, okay.
and
All right.
I thought the limit problematic. And can I? Oh Lord, I know I'm gonna probably get. Oh, I'll probably get grilled for this. But Mr. West, I believe you say who you are because you say who you are. And if you say you're a heterosexual man, I believe it. But you know, I'm listening to you and I'm like, okay, and I'm gonna leave it at. I'm just. It's amazing to me. What's up, Voodoo Badu? How these people come up and they so straight and they what you hate in others, you really do hate in yourself. And I just think it's a form of projection. And it's no different than these pastors pushing all of this stuff, but in the end, they're the ones who really got the struggle and the problem. And it's what's up, MB? I just think that you all, but
Well, I'm
hey,
not going to say
I
that
don't.
he is. I'm not going to say he's gay, but when he said he
I'm
was
not saying
poly,
he is, but I'm telling you
but
what.
listen to what I'm
I'm
telling you,
telling you
what I'm about
what.
to say. When he said he was poly, that told me, and I'm just saying, Vivian, what it told me was that he would be willing to explore those options.
Hmm. Well, all I'm gonna say is, at the end of the day, you're in a sector again with a lot of
Circa, I like the
bisexual
way
and
you
gay
said
men.
it. I like the way Circa said it. She said he's traveling down the down by the way avenue to gay lane.
Okay, there's a lot of people I feel, Vivian, that are same gender loving, at least not in public. And what he doesn't understand that gets me is that he wants to blame men who sleep with men on gay men. No, men who sleep with men are men who do not face their truth. They're the men rather, who are very closeted, sports, play the basketball, play the role, join the fraternities. Not to say that everybody does that for that reason, but they do that. And anything that is male identified or give the appearance of masculinity, that's what they do. But they don't identify as gay. And that's the problem. And that's not gay people's problem. Again, we don't accept folk who don't identify. Period. So don't put that on gay men. See, it's the gay men. No, no, it's the men who sleep with men, and that's different. That's different. Yeah, they may be gay in theory, and we know they're gay, but at the end of the day, they're not admitting it, and I don't think the community needs to take the points and the backlash for people like that. Rick Field, what happened in the Dominican Republic? I don't know. I don't know the man. What happened in the Dominican Republic? Mm. What happened in the Dominican Republic? The way he addressed everyone when he hit Fleming's panel is disrespectful. Okay. Well, but people allow him to do it. People allow him to do it. If you allow him to do it, he'll do it. But I want to know what happened into the Dominican Republica. What happened in the Dominican Republica? Since you done brought it up, I mean, these people always bring up these subtitles, but just don't go with the whole story. The blame game is getting sickening. Too many people playing the game, but yeah, it's a lot of the blame game going on. He was traveling with a male friend. Okay, y'all. Okay, I don't know about that. We don't know if it was his friend, and anything if a man travels with another man. I'm just saying. So I can't go with that because a man could travel with another man. I mean, I know people who travel with each other because they want to hang out. So I don't know about that one.
I'm not gonna go with that one either because of the simple fact of the matter. People see my cousin and I together. They try to say that we're gay all the time. We're cousins. We're first cousins. We're more like sisters. Just because she has her hair cut bald and my hair is short, that doesn't necessarily mean we're gay. It just means that we both got alopecia.
Yeah, I mean, because traveling with a male companion doesn't prove anything. Now, if the male companion had arched eyebrows, okay, I don't know. But anyway, it's very interesting. I think it's very interesting, Vivian. Most of these people address. So I'm gonna drop the link. Exactly. Don't prove. Yeah, I can't go with that because he was traveling with a male companion. They could have just been traveling. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Arch Eyebrow. Okay, looking like Chi Chi LaRue. Okay, I can see
And
that.
Jay,
Or if
and
some
Jay,
and
it
somebody
doesn't
had
mean
on somebody had on some hot pants. Okay, now that's
Jay, it does
a
hold on, Jay. And
suspect.
I'm gonna say
But
this, even if he's gay traveling with a friend who's gay, it doesn't necessarily mean he's gay. Because I have some female
correct.
friends that are bisexual and gay, lesbian, that I will travel with. I'm not a lesbian, y'all. I'm not looking for listen, I don't want a woman. I like men. I like men, men,
So
men.
again, like Andrew Carr will say, women, women, women. Brrr. I will date a woman. I will not wear a purse. Ah, come on, Andrew. Come on, Andrew. We got to stop putting jackets on people. We do, because again, he could have been traveling down there, just like they was trying to put that jacket on Shannon Sharp, and we found out that he was dating something. He was hitting something else. He wasn't hitting that. Anyway, let me keep my mouth shut and keep on driving and keep on driving. My God. Woo. Me. Come on, Catherine. Men. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, my God.
But that young man,
Woo.
Mr. West, he was funny to me because he thought that, uh, he kept talking about, you're right about in reference to him being a shock jock. And he just kept making mention of this poly lifestyle and how he plans to marry all of these women. But again,
And he
yeah,
want to question you of what they doing in South Carolina, but not question the the legality of what he's proposing. And then it seems like he don't really want a legal marriage. He wants this spiritual marriage, and spiritual marriages are crap when you don't see you don't get property and community property, and you don't have any real rights under spiritual marriage. You need to be married by the law. Period.
but
Um,
he also, even if he does a spiritual marriage where he's talking about marrying more than one woman, he still never addressed the fact of the matter that I asked him, and I asked him point blank, do you plan on caring for all of these women in the same manner? Because that was one of the things. They could take in other tribes, other villages, other religions, they could take multiple husbands, multiple wives, but you must be able to care for the first home in the same manner as you take care. I mean, the second home as the same manner that you take care of the first home. Everybody is supposed to get
yeah,
equal
but Vivian,
and
I just
same
think it's a bunch
everything.
of bull crap, to be honest. I just think it was shock jockeyism. Stephen McNeil. Yeah, Andrew is straight now, so they give preacher license to straight men, and Andrew has been delivered, and he is heterosexual. According to him, he don't date women no more. He don't do that, and he preached his trial sermon. So yeah, Stephen McNeil, let me stop because again, I'm so done with that. Baby, this is why people don't. People, this is why people lose their life. If you on a motorcycle Don't be speeding between cars. Jamal was looking at Cam Newton's legs. I saw that. I did see the. He said, "You got some really nice legs." hmm hmm I saw that. I was like, "What is Jamal Bryant doing? Looking at that man's legs." He did say that too, and I mean that ain't made up. That ain't made up. I'm like, okay. And this is what I keep on saying, people. Okay, so what? He was married. So what? He had kids. He was looking at that man's legs.
Excuse me, hold on. Catherine, polygamy is not legal in Utah. Polygamy is not legal in Utah.
It's
That's why
accepted. It's accepted, but it's
it's
not. It's not
accepted,
legal.
but it's not legal because you can be fined. Your services can be forfeited, um, and it's punishable by imprisonment or fine.
Yeah, they accepted in Utah because it was so widespread, and the fundamental church accepts it, but even the Church of Latter Day Saints don't accept it, and it's not legal in Utah at all. hmm Yeah, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Everybody wants to be a shock jock, and I had to drop Tommy because Tommy was using some language that was not appropriate, and I didn't want to hear all of that. I didn't want to hear all of that verbal abuse and that verbal assault from them, even if it's a play thing. But I just didn't want to. And like I said, I look at Castro and Tommy. If y'all really want to be done with each other, be done. But y'all don't want to be done with each other. But what I don't want to be is sucked into your madness. I don't want to be sucked in your madness. That's all. So yeah. What's up? What else is going on, y'all? So again, they say Lemon was busy cussing me out. I don't know. I guess that's it. And let me tell you what it was again for those who just coming in. What's up, Rodney? It's because I told Ness if Lemon would drop you for $20, is that all you worth? $20? He couldn't up it to 50 or 75. And I'm like, is that what he thinks about you? And I do think it's a power dynamic. I really do.
BMW, good morning, sweetheart. I haven't
Hey,
seen you in
BMW.
a minute.
But I do think it's that
Darcina
power
Denise,
dynamic.
Rodney.
Yeah, I think it's a power dynamic. And but what got me was when Ness admitted she called Lemon to tell him that, and then she was drunk. She was inebriated. She was slurring. And then we're in a conversation. So Vivian was up here, Mr. West was up here, I was up here. And we stopped because it's like she had something to say. And I'm like, girl, we're not even on that topic. Is that all you had to say? And then he's dragging it. And like, okay, you're mad now, right? No, I'm not mad. I'm like, I'm more upset that you thought it was appropriate to come and break up a conversation to put the spotlight on your foolishness. And then you were so messy to tell that to Lemon. And I'm like, I'm not giving you access to my platform when you disrespect access to my platform like that. I let you click up, I let you click the link, and and a couple of times you tried to get spicy. I see, but that broke the camel's back. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. And I'm like, no, I'm not having you up here so you can cause, um, you know, discord
Jay, I'm gonna tell you
and
what was
strife.
off-putting to me. You know what? Hey, MB, good morning, sweetheart, Miss Ebony. Let me tell you what was
Hey,
off-putting to
MB.
me. That damn weird giggling. That weird giggle was off-putting.
Yeah, there's something wrong. There's something wrong. Right, and you be careful. That's all I'm gonna say. Be careful. That's all I can say to you. Be careful, because what she tried to do, I'm like, what is your problem? Um. So yeah. So just be careful. Oof. Yeah.
I mean, that giggle remind me of the Joker.
Well, it was the mere fact that she was trying to start strife. And again, I mean, Lemon may have gone for it. I'm not gonna go for it because I saw it from the door. I saw it from the door. Your girl came over here and struck over here, and I guess Lemon dropped her from the channel for $20. And I'm like, well, are you more than $20? I'm like, that's all he think about you is $20. Then I guess she got tipsy. She went all over there, and they blocked her from they dropped her from Lemon, and then she went over, and then I guess she called Lemon to say that you know, I don't know. She started some mess. That's all. She started some mess, and then she even started to mess with Tulsa. And let me say this, you all, why Tulsa's here now. The only reason Tulsa was not up because we were having a pretty solid conversation, and I did not want Tulsa to come up and throw a Molotov cocktail in the conversation because I know what Tulsa gives and how she gives it. And I really didn't want that. And I didn't really have the mindset to deal with that kind of stuff. But even with that, you know, Tulsa is upset and she's very upset. I know she's gonna be very upset. So Ness starts stuff and she does that. And I think when people have strife in their life, they know how to cause strife and chaos. And I see it a mile away. Tulsa's Tulsa's always welcome to come up here, but at that particular point, I didn't want that, and I know that Tulsa and let me say this: if Tulsa didn't do it, Ness would have probably did it. Ness would have probably said something that would have been offensive to Tulsa, which probably would have set it off. And I just didn't really want that type of vibe for the program that night. Ain't nothing against Tulsa, so I'm just calling it out for what it is. Oh, Viv. So anyway, um, so last night was very interesting. Like I said, I
I'm
think
sorry,
so.
Jay. I'm discussing lunch for today.
Oh,
Our
okay.
lunch
Go ahead. Go
meeting
ahead.
for school. Go ahead. I'm
Go
here.
ahead.
But them people crazy, and they ain't making me crazy with them.
Yeah. I also think too, you all, that I'm hearing uppity. I'm hearing uppity. Go after Fifi and Queen 88, and I think that's going to be very interesting. Um, I don't think people who are not fighting with Queen 88 and Fifi are anti beef sector. I think people just minding their business and staying out of it because we know how people are. And the thing is, I've known a lot of people in the beef sector, and I'm not saying everybody, but I know a great deal of people in the beef sector who've paid people to do certain things to people in the beef sector that they weren't getting along with, and nobody did a thing about it. So my thing is, I'm very, very um, neutral, and I try to be impartial, and I step back and I let things happen. A lot of people feel that Pizarro is a traitor to the beef sector. Um, I'm like, well, y'all had people on that was dubious and questionable. I mean, how you think all of these men got over here? How do you think of Mr. West got over here? He had to get over here from somebody. Somebody had to invite him.
But Jay, this
So
pull up,
yeah.
this pull up, this pull up uh mentality is just disconcerting.
Well, my thing is this: you're gonna pull up at the wrong place. Either you're gonna not be alive anymore, and you're gonna be sleeping with your fathers, as the Bible say, or you're gonna pull up and somebody's gonna pull some handcuffs out, and you're gonna be pushed in that patrol car and spend some time in jail. I just think it's irresponsible as well. You know. So yeah, I just think it's crazy. I think it's crazy, but hey, and I think people are getting set up. Um, I think people getting set up, and we're gonna see what happens. So I'm just gonna sit back and watch. And sometimes you going and giving you sacrificing for folk, and they ain't doing nothing for you. They ain't doing nothing for you. You sacrificing, and they ain't doing nothing for you. And if something were to happen to your channel, they would be nowhere to be found. Child. That's why I say it ain't no friends on YouTube here. We 1099s. No, Rodney, it's way before the flagging. It was way before the flagging. The flagging is just a small piece. It was way before the flagging. It was a lot of things. It was a lot of trolling. It's a lot of stuff way before the flagging. The flagging is just a small piece to this. But it's going to be interesting. And I'm going to sit back and watch.
I mean, these make up the breakups just make me laugh though. These make up the
Yeah.
breakups and these in and out friendships and I love you today and I hate you tomorrow. Everybody hate everybody on Mad Day. Everybody got
Everybody do.
issues on Mad Day. Everybody
Everybody.
everybody breath stink on Mad Day. They butt stink. They can't dress. They dirty. They ugly. They funky. They teeth not straight. They teeth
On
brown
Mad
and
Day.
crooked and they got bald head gums, they got bald heads, dirty houses, funky
On
feet
Mad Day.
on Mad Day.
On Mad Day.
Everybody.
Now, some people got dirty houses on Happy Day, too, girl. It ain't only on Mad Day. It's on Happy Day, too. So I ain't going to lie about that, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm with Biv in and out of friendships. Yeah, it's crazy, you all. Um, and I just think that I think people really need to set standards because if you set a standard and you let somebody break them, then it becomes a suggestion more than a standard. And a lot of people thought that I was wrong when I blocked Ness, and I'm like, I don't feel like I was wrong because I gave the warning
Your
that hey, I
channel,
don't want to
your
hear about
decision.
Lemon. Yeah, I
Your
didn't want to
channel,
hear
your
about Lemon.
decision.
Yeah, I didn't want to hear about Lemon no more. And then here you come drunk in a whole different, totally different conversation, and we had to stop and listen to your foolishness. You didn't get the reaction I guess you thought you should have gotten. And then I was like, okay, is that what you want? And I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and block you now because it's disrespectful. Oh, I guess I got you mad. No, I just told you what we were gonna do. What's up, Shish Trish? So, yeah, it was just like, are you serious? And it is my platform, my decision. And my thing is, and then I had to tell her, I'm not uppity. You don't do my channel like that. You don't. And I tell people, oh no, we ain't gonna do that. Oh no, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. Yeah, Ebony 757. I guess she does. I don't even watch Lemon. So for me to fight Lemon over her, and the bottom line is, if I were to fight Lemon, it would be over because you dropped Ness for $20, and I'm telling Ness you ain't more than $20, niece. Y'all dropped the lady for $20. I'm asking you ain't more than $20.
Again, does she know her self worth? Because why would you keep
That's what
going
I'm
back to
trying to
some
say.
place where you keep getting
It
dropped for
ain't really
$20?
limit. I mean, it really ain't limit. I mean, it's her. It's her. It's not Lemon. But baby, she want to make it Lemon. It's really not. And Lemon took that bait, line and sinker, and he going crazy over there. Ooh, she said he just going off, and she got some joy out of that. I'm like, well, I know who ain't going off. I know I'm not going off because again, I'm not the one who dropped you for $20.
Hell, I drop her for a bag of Skittles. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm on mute. Hey, shish, Trish. Trish.
Yeah. So anyway, it's just ridiculous, and always starting something just to be starting something. Always starting something just to be starting something. If you can't have a baby, then don't wait. Don't have the baby. What he say? If you can't have a baby, then don't say maybe. Just don't have the baby. He'll be always crying. Lying, stop that kid from flying, my baby slowly dying. Say you wanna be starting something, too hard to get over, too low to get under. You're stuck in the middle. If you can't feed the baby, that's it. That's it. That's it. If you can't feed the baby, then don't have the baby. Then don't say maybe. Then don't have the baby. Okay? Michael Jackson had a prophetic word. Michael Jackson had a prophetic word. If you can't feed the baby, then don't have the baby. Don't say maybe, then don't have the baby. Why? Because that child always be crying, hustling, still in line, and my baby slowly dying. Come on, Michael. Okay, I knew the words. Thank you for helping me with the words. Because, baby, I was forgetting the words. But if you can't feed it, don't have it. Come on, Michael. I'ma say my makusa. My makusa. That means don't have the baby unless you can feed it. I'ma say my makusa. And that means I'm saying it. Cause your mama, makusa, didn't tell you, I'm saying it. Okay. Ooh, now that's Michael
Hey,
Jackson.
can I try some, Jay?
Yeah.
And today, on a lighter note, today at the 378 Quick Stop, we'll be having lunch and we'll be serving a great lunch. Listen, today for lunch, we'll have meatloaf, baked chicken, green beans, macaroni and cheese, collards, cornbread, roll, and for dessert, peach cobbler, and your choice of lemonade or tea to go along with that meal. All for the fair price of $12.69 after taxes. Thank you.
Okay, that ain't bad for the after taxes usually get you. So anyway, my God today. But anyway, y'all, yeah, it's it's just really interesting with this. But so do y'all think Uppity is right in her assessment? Because Uppity seems like she's in it now. So what do y'all think about Uppity? Is Uppity right? Does Uppity have a right? Now I do know, and I did hear those ladies say Uppity, your channel is next. I got off the platform because I was over there with Kim and them, and I was talking. But maybe when Queen 88 them came, I said, okay, it got real tense. I said, it's time for me to leave because I don't have nothing to do with it. And when you don't have nothing to do with it, you just might as well leave. And that's exactly what I did. I said, Kimmy, thank you for having me on. I appreciate you for letting me up. Um, you know, thank you. And I left because I ain't had nothing to do with that. I ain't had nothing to do with that. I'm like, I'm gone. But baby, hey, Queen 88 and Judge Fifi say they got you next, girl. Now, like I said, I'm not advocating that foolery. But do y'all think that Uppity is she right in her assessment? You know what I'm saying? Because Uppity be how Uppity can be. Now I didn't agree with Uppity and that man in that hallway when he was about to knock that camera out their hand. Because again, Uppity, they said you took down two videos, and they said you was messing with that man's child, and that man went off on you. Now, see, some people don't be telling you all the truth. They be telling you partial truth. Oh Lord, Queen Tulsa, what are all Lord for Queen
Part
Tulsa?
true, all lies. Part
Yeah,
true,
they be telling
all
the
lies.
part truth. You know what I'm saying? And then what I don't get, Vivian, she was trying to say, yeah, I threw this away, and I'm like, girl, okay, but it works. And then you threw it away because you wanted the baby daddy to buy a new one. So I mean, so now to me, it seemed like you using these men and manipulating your child to get stuff from these men, and it seemed like you
Just had
guilting
one
these
question.
to get
I have one
stuff.
question. Did she get that
Uh,
kitchen cleaned up? That's my question. Did she get that kitchen cleaned up?
reach out and touch the Lord as He goes by. Baby, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. That kitchen. What's the definition of clean? Because clean is on a spectrum to some people. Lord Jesus, let me stop. Let me stop.
Okay, did she fix all of those violations that were found in her kitchen? How about that? Let's
Oh
start with
Jesus,
that machine.
not violations, Vivian. Vivian, not violations, girl. Oh, Vivian, not violations. Oh Lord, oh my mule. I don't know, but she wasn't getting along with the inspector lady. Then the security guard. She done went through two um, property managers. She fighting with the people down at the apartment over there. And it seems like she's going through a lot. So I don't know, Vivian. Somebody said I got some new roach spray on hand. Oh,
Queen Toast, ain't
oh my
nobody messing
mule.
with you. Ain't nobody messing. You can't sit aerosol cans through the mail, can you, sis?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Oh Jesus. Yeah. And my thing is, anyway, just keep the children off of camera. Just put your children away. You know, and children shouldn't see certain things, but again, hey, you can't tell people nothing. You can't tell people how to fight. You can't tell them that. You just do what you can do.
Darcinia, what cat suit? Child, no, don't do me like that. No, what cat suit, girl? Want to know?
Well, you all, anybody else gonna come up before I leave out? Because I'm getting ready to leave out in a couple of minutes. I just wanted to come on and hang out for a little bit, and then I am going to be hanging it up. Uppity cat suit.
No, nobody wants to see that.
Oh, Queen
Nobody
Tulsa
wants
said
to
she's
see
coming
it.
up 1 second. Okay, Queen Tulsa. Now, Queen Tulsa, you are always welcome to come up. Again, I did not allow you up during that time because I didn't want no volatility. And I mean, and let me say this to Queen Tulsa. It may not always be Queen Tulsa that I'm concerned about. It may be the other person that I'm concerned about. And so not to cause volatility. Oh Lord, I can't talk today. Hold on. In order not to cause volatility, I may not let that person on. And it may not have anything to do with that person per se. Thank you. I appreciate it. These people so nice. Thank you.
I'm
So
not
it may
messing
not.
with you, girl. Not the one that would snap between the legs.
Oh Jesus, child, y'all better stop. Y'all better stop. Yeah, it's a lot going on.
Girl, I ain't messing with you.
Mm-mm-mm. Told you, you better hurry up, girl, because I'm getting ready to go in.
Jay, I'm gonna tell you what I did Sunday. Was it Sunday or Sunday before last? Sunday before last. Right. So every woman that has ever worn shapewear, no, you're not supposed to pull shapewear over
It's
your arm,
me.
over your head. You're supposed to step into it. Why I ended up pulling the shapewear over my head? My arms were stuck like this, and my cousin had to pull me out.
Oh my God, Viv. My God, what's up, Tulsa? I heard you was. They said you was upset and angry. People said that you was a little touch in your spirit because you couldn't come up. And like I said, that's what she said. But my thing is, I'm just telling you why you couldn't come up. Not because I didn't want you up, but again, the conversation. This is
Pastor,
you
let me
don't
help
get.
you.
Yeah, hold on. You don't get many times that Ness is sober and they ain't trying to throw shade. And then I just felt that if you would have come up, even if you would have stayed on mute, she would have started to come for you and try to start some mess like Lemon now. She's trying to start something between me and Lemon. But baby, I'm not squeezed. You can't squeeze me. You can squeeze Lemon, but you can't squeeze me. Go ahead.
Yeah, see, what we got, it doesn't even have to be explained. You got a bad echo. Well, your car. Um, no, what it was is I already knew that Ness was trying to like come in between our relationship because her and Teddy Riley's baby's mom, they were already trying to, like Mama Fifi said, like she was not lying. They were trying to break us apart and they was trying to do any and everything that they could. But no, I was actually excited that you didn't bring me up because I didn't want to be there while she was getting her walk away papers because she got blocked. And so while she was trying to block me, she got blocked. Okay. While she was trying to play defense and trying to get me and trying to tackle me while I'm running with the ball, she got her papers and now she's not even welcome over here no more because she's a drunk and she's out here starting stuff for no damn reason. I just don't get it. You didn't lost your channel and then you still want to cause chaos and confusion and think that somebody's going to come over there and watch you after that. You are unhinged. You need to go seek some help. The girls are not well. I'm going to pass my coffee mugs to you. You still on mute, pass. Okay, well, he must be doing something right now, y'all. How y'all doing? Have y'all been watching? What do y'all think about it? How do y'all think about it? What are y'all thoughts on it? Ness is out here crashing out, honey. Okay. Crickets.
So my question is, did you see Mr. West last night? And did you see when Ness came up a little inebriated last night?
So I didn't see Ness, but I did see like Mr. West and how nasty he was with Vivian and talking about she need to come down there so he can show her the way. What did he mean by he was gonna show her the way?
Toasty, he
Well, we
can't show
don't
me
know.
nothing. Queen, he can't show me nothing. I'm good and grown. I'm real old. I'm 55 years old. What can he show me at 36? Nothing.
I was
Baby,
just like,
I got great nieces older than him. He better go on about his business.
right, yeah, he was definitely flirting with you, and I don't know, it just got a little weird. It just got, I don't know, it went from happy to like, let me rip your clothes off and let me show you this. And I don't know. A real woman don't like all that. We like a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get close to me, if I was single, but be a gentleman. Mm. Uh-oh. I think Pastor's on his phone. But yeah, so what else happened? Okay, so with this whole lemon situation, yeah, Ness is trying to put Pastor and Lemon up against each other because Lemon, he went ape shit on you yesterday or last night or whenever it was. And it was all because of Ness said something. I don't know exactly what she told him, but she had a conversation with him and he was fired up. But I think it was a more of a distraction because the people were trying to see the TSW lady, she sent like $500. She's supposed to send 1,000. There was conversation about that, but I think that was a play. She was to give him the money, he was to send it back, and it was going to be content. And this is a way for her to get her channel established by her being in some drama in the beef sector. Because she was like, I donate to my sector, but binary. Okay, so it's TSW, binary code, and lemon. They're all a trio. They're all buddy buddy, and so uh, um this was just their way to get binary's channel popping because he's trying to get back into the sector. And then TSW, I guess she's trying to get into the sector as well because she was excited to tell us that she was doing like crime and stuff like that, but we never see her over there. She's always over here. So I think this is just a way for her to swing on into the beef sector and she's gonna be up under lemon because it don't seem like their friendship is gonna take a hit. What do y'all think?
Interesting.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it was very interesting. And then she was talking about what she can do with her money. But listen, Pastor, I'm glad that you're here and you brought that up. Okay, so Pastor, you made investments. Vivian, you done made some investments, right? When you get an investment, you get a return.
That's
This
correct.
lady, okay, so this lady said Lemon, this was her investment to Lemon. but she's not telling us what the return is. And what I gathered, the return was her getting some promotion from Lemon. But see, I want to take it back past. Remember when Lovely Love had paid him, I think, $100 or $150 for promotion, but she had to come over here to the church, and you pushed her over.
Uh huh.
Make it make
I
sense.
remember. I remember, bro. You know, people. My thing is over. Look, under promise and over deliver. Period. Can you hear
Oh,
me?
and peep this out. Yeah. So Jay Dunn was going to interview TSW, but they shut that off real quick. And don't think for 1 second TSW didn't reach out to Lemon and Binary Code and say, Jay Dunn want to interview me. Come on now. She was talking and hopping on everybody else's panels. Okay, that was cool because they wasn't a threat. You know what I'm saying? They were gonna help get she was so what she is, I feel like they're using TSW as a dory. TSW runs her mouth. She's gonna talk about it. Whether people say, oh, she shouldn't get up here and talk about it, she's gonna talk about it. But I don't feel like that she needs to be ran down on about her money that she makes. If she wanted to give it, she gave it. And I just feel like they were saying he gave the money back. So now his supporters are supposed to raise it 2,300. Yeah, it's just been a lot going on, even with this money and stuff. You said, Toast, I enjoy your take on things. Thank you, Circa 2011. People need to leave TSW lady alone. I said the same thing, but she keeps talking. And if she keeps talking, then it's just more content. I think somebody told her that earlier. I think Queen Sanity said, you keep opening up your mouth, you're gonna get no, that was Jesus Take the Wheel. She was like, you keep opening up your mouth, you're giving people content. You said it's her money, Lord have mercy. It is her money, but these people, y'all already know how it is. Soon as that lady had come on camera and her son was in the background saying, no, mama, no, mama, he didn't want her to send the money. And
Mm,
she still sent that money.
well, I hope these people get it together. It's not worth it, but it is what it is. So, I don't know what that return of investment is going to
And
be. I
let's
don't know
just
what
clear
that.
this up, Pastor. I want to get back on the next situation. You didn't let me up. Well, this is my thing, Pastor. This is your channel. You do what you do. I know that I'm welcome, and I feel like you know me. I know you. You did what was best for the platform. Okay. I'm gonna do what's best for me and my platform. And you the teacher, so I'm learning from you. So no, it could never be, oh, you didn't let me up. No, I don't take things personal and we grown people. If it was an
We are.
issue or you felt the way, you would have told me.
Yeah, and not only that, you all, it's just not that serious. Um, 7757. I did see the Kaya and T.S. Madison situation. It's very interesting. And we'll see how that results. I know a few people are looking at that. But look, you hey, V Miss O, girl, where you been? V Miss O. So look, y'all, I gotta go because I got to get started on my day, but thank y'all for coming over. Thank you, Vivian, for coming over, and Queen Tulsa. So appreciate you coming over and straightening things out, which it didn't need to be straightened out, but
It
you
wasn't nothing
just
to be
let people
straightened
know
out.
it went crazy. And D Miss O out of town, boo. Okay, girl. Okay. So I appreciate y'all coming over. And like I said, I just had to block Nest yesterday because that alcohol is going to really affect people. They just don't think logically when they're drinking. But for the mere fact that you called Lemon, and again, I don't know what was going on because I didn't go over and watch. I still haven't gone over and watch. I really don't care. I don't go over and watch. So, but he really needs to get the context of it. And I think Ness was the culprit of all of the confusion and chaos. And I think that's what bothered me the most. You're always talking about what people do to you, but I think that you were the main linchpin. You were the key linchpin in the situation. with Lemon. I don't have anything against Lemon. I don't have an issue. I'm not going to sit here and fight the man because of what Ness did. That is Ness' issue. So I'm gonna let her have that issue. But you got what you wanted, but you lost what you had. And you don't have access to me, and it may not mean anything to you, and that's fine. So my access may mean zero to you, and that's fine, and I'm good with that. So, but I'm just not giving people access to me that do really crappy stuff like you did, and you thought it was funny, but the bottom line is you're the one who's getting dropped for $20. $20. And if you think that's okay, but enjoy the rest of the panels you can click on. But this one has been restricted. So God bless you. Heaven smile upon you. Jesus keep you near the cross. And
And
y'all
teach
have
to
a good
learn
one.
your worth.
All
That's
right, let
it.
me say this. Pastor, I'll be live covering the Diddy trial. So if you ever get some time, come on over and take a listen. You as well, Vivian. And I want to apologize for what that young man did to you. We appreciate you around here and thank you for what you're doing. Shout out to all the veterans. Happy Memorial Day weekend to our fallen soldiers. And y'all have a great day on purpose, okay?
All right. Well,
All right,
giving
boo.
y'all take care. Peace and love. Bye.
Bye.